Hello everyone and welcome back to iRead'em, and today we have another episode of r/EntitledParents. Two stories today, and before we start, today I'm going to start with please comment, because I want to know how you guys are enjoying these videos, because as you may have realised, I've been uploading a lot more recently, so please just let me know about things are getting too repetitive with the videos that I'm uploading, or just stuff like that. And if you're new, please make sure you click subscribe and the bell icon and comment down something. But also, everyone, can you click the like button, because it actually helps me out more than you think. Anyway, so yeah, r/EntitledParents today, and let's get on with the video. Entitled Karen threatens my autistic brother. This happened a couple of weeks before the whole coronavirus stuff, and let me tell you, I wanted to end this entitled mother the minute she came near my brother. Here's a cast. EM, entitled Karen. IC, her innocent child. B, my brother. D, my dad. E, employee. Myself, my dad, and my brother, who is severely autistic, went to this indoor play centre. Just to add, my brother is non-verbal and has the mental capacity of a 2-year-old, even though he's 10. We had been coming into this particular play centre for years, and we'd never had an issue with anyone until Karen stepped in. So, B was playing by a slide that was in a play area when IC came near him. That's innocent child if you don't know yet. Getting ready to go down the slide, B loves trying to play with other kids, and so we went to go down the slide with her. Just to add, this was the type of slide with multiple lanes for kids to slide down at once. Anyway, B and IC came down the slide and landed on the mats at the bottom. This is where the issue first began. As the two of them went stand up, B swayed to the side, knocking into the child, which resulted in both of them falling to the floor. IC and B were perfectly fine after the whole thing. Not a single tear was shed, and the two of them went along with their playing. Me and my dad were sat at the table in the cafe part of the play centre, drinking our drinks, when we heard a woman begin to screech. Here we go. Enter Karen. Entitled Karen, screaming into my brother's face. Who do you think you are? You hurt my baby. B had no idea what was going on, so he tried to move away from her. Entitled Karen grabs hold of his arm. I'm talking to you. You need to say sorry to my baby. You'd hurt her when you pushed her. Apologise now. At this point, my dad started making his way over and pulled the woman's arm off B. D, what do you think you're doing? Entitled Karen, is this your child? He hurt my child when he pushed her, and now she's upset. Get him to apologise. IC, happily running around and ignoring the situation. Sees this. Excuse me, there is nothing. Wait, before I continue, as you can see, it said IC, happily running around and ignoring the situation. I swear, some people literally just deliberately want to try and get some sort of attention into their lives, even though it's negative like this. I mean, how dumb do you have to be to see that your child is perfectly fine, and then to go over and make a big fuss about something? I think these people literally just want something in their lives, that they can, I don't know, talk about or something. I don't know, but it's just why on earth would you just do that? It just doesn't make sense. D sees this. Excuse me, there is nothing wrong with your child, and just to let you know, if you ever put your hands on the son again, it will make you regret it. Can't you see that he has special needs? Entitled Karen, clearly ignoring this. I don't care what is wrong with this not very nice word. He should apologise to my child now. You shouldn't even bring someone like him here if he's going to hurt kids like my baby. D looks around, ready to beat the ever-loving out of this woman at this point. Who the frick do you think you are? Next thing we know, an employee comes over to the two of them and separates them, warning EM to stay away from D and B. Once she gets EM away, she came over to my dad. Employee, sir, what that woman did is technically assault on a minor, therefore we had to call the police to deal with this. I hope you're alright with this. D, handing my brother over to me so I could try and calm him. Yes, thank you. I can't believe someone would put their hands on a child like that. Within a few minutes, the police had arrived at the play centre, and D and entitled Karen were taken into a room to be questioned by the police. Multiple people at the play centre verified what D had said about EM, and D was asked whether or not he wanted to press charges. In the end, he decided not to, because if this woman was convicted, she'd probably have a child taken away from her and risk possible jail time. The play centre gave her a lifelong ban, and that she now has a mark on her record saying that she was accused of assaulting a minor. EM should consider herself lucky that she got off this time. If she continues to be like this in the future, then I hope she gets what she deserves. Okay, so that was the first story. A few things about that. I mean, first, I'm guessing this story was quite recent, seeing that it was post recently, but I mean, the way she, assaulted a minor, like, again, it's not, you would have thought by now in 2020 that people realise that laws exist, that you can't just go and do that. It's, pretty horrible thing to do, and like, she just, straight up did it without even thinking about the consequences. I mean, well, obviously, yeah, this story must be a recent thing then, and you can't really believe that something like that would happen in today. I mean, it's just not right, is it? And then, what else do we have here? Yeah, again, the whole thing about why does she even need to go over? Like, is her life really that boring that she needs to go and have an argument and, harass someone who obviously has, difficulties and, with life and things like that because of something which isn't even their fault? And then for her to go over like that, and I bet, right, the child, it said he didn't understand what was going on. I mean, of course, and then she just continues, not being nice, and then, like, this person, you just need someone to actually, talk to her about how, messed up her views are. Yeah, that wasn't a very nice story, but, at least she got, they got the revenge, even though this wasn't a revenge story, it was an entitled parent story, by her having a mark on her police record, her permanent record. So yeah, that was very much, an entitled parent who just thought, oh well, it's my child, and my child is the best thing in the world, so I don't care about anyone else's children, but, and all of that. So yeah, that was the end of the first story, and we do indeed actually have two stories today. Wow, isn't that amazing, seeing that we normally have one story? So, let's go on with the second story then. It's my freaking cake. Entitled Mum. This happened to me 2 years ago, but I discovered this subreddit today, so I decided to post my story here. It's always good when they say how long ago the story was posted, so you get an idea for, like, context, My friend had birthday, so me and my friends decided to buy her a cake from a famous bakery. We split the money and I went alone to buy it. By the time I got there, the bakery was crowded with people. Note, it was Christmas season, which explains the crowd. After waiting for almost 40 minutes, seriously, I finally got a cake and proceeded to the checkout. When I was paying for the cake, entitled Mum bumped into me after skipping half the line and demanded that I give her the cake. I told her that I'd already picked it up and there's one more cake available, white chocolate with Oreos. She told me, my son doesn't like that other cake, you take it and I take yours. If it was me, I'd trade the cakes, but apparently my friend hates white chocolate and Oreos. Dang girl. I tried to explain that to her, but before I could, she screamed, it's my freaking cake. The cashier told her there's nothing we can do and all that new cakes will be available in 20 minutes. Okay, apparently 20 minutes for a cake isn't much at all. Yeah, it isn't. Also, the people waiting told her to frick off, lol. After all of that, her son started crying, obviously, and EM said, it's my son's birthday, how could you be so inconsiderate? I'll never buy anything from here again, and left. So let me get this straight. You skipped half the line. You demanded other people give you whatever you want, and you literally embarrass yourself over a freaking cake, and all of this just because it's your son's birthday. I really don't understand people like this. Funny thing is that she could easily have avoided all of this if she just waited in line for half an hour or so. Edit. The cake was worth it, so that's worth it though. That was the edit we needed, wasn't it? Yeah, again, we got another entitled parent here. This is a classic entitled parent story, really. We got everything you need. You got the child, just making a scene out of everything. The Karen just being completely ridiculous and, thinking that everyone else does not exist except her and her child. And you got the storming off in the end. This is like, a perfect entitled parent story. So, yeah, I mean, how can this Karen just not think that, you know, of all the people she skipped in front of the line, maybe they also had birthdays, you know, maybe they also had big celebrations and things like that, and she and her child aren't the only people who exist on the planet. Who would have thought? And yeah, very much entitled, you know, being like, oh well, it's my child, so, and he's the most important thing in the world, so I've got to get a birthday cake for him. I mean, I know, just be patient and wait until like everyone else is doing. Why do you have to be that one person who just goes and ruins everything, you know? Anyway, that is the end of today's Entitled Parents video. We had 2 stories today, and yeah, so please don't click off the video yet, because I know literally everyone does at this point, except from, actually I'll check the analytics later, but it's not many people who continue to watch this far. But please make sure, if you haven't done yet, click the subscribe button and the bell icon if you want more videos from me, and then please can everyone, you know, click the like button and maybe comment down something, you know, comment something down below. And did you know that it's over 90% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, which is ridiculous. It's such a big number. So if you actually like, well, obviously people like these videos because they click on them, then, you know, just click subscribe. And check out the Instagram page too. I'm still waiting for 1 follower before I start posting things on there. And check out the merch store too. I don't know even why I say that, because no one will, but yeah. And thank you for watching. I've got more videos on my channel too, so if you're ever bored, or you know someone you know is bored, or you're just looking for a revenge story, or an entitled parent story, or a Today I Fricked Up story, then yeah, please just, you know, have my channel in mind. Anyway, yep, that is the end of the video, so goodbye everyone.